Yeah. The aim of this section is to learn basic commands and how to look around and how to create files, manage directories. So, as Morten mentioned earlier, host name show host name command shows which login node we are on, and as Morten, I'm also located on login 5. So before starting, I would like to say you don't have to type along with me. At the end of this session, we will have an exercise section. So just watch me, and at the end of the lecture, you will have time to do some to do those commands that we have learned. Okay, so let's start with the this section. You can think this part as a black box, so you don't need to fully understand what's going on there. Just copy and paste the command into your terminal. Let's say, okay. Here, wget is used to download a file from internet, and tar command is used to unzip and extract the downloaded files. That's all you need to know about at this stage. So after pressing enter, we get the this folder from somewhere there. Okay, now let's navigate through those files folders. Okay, the first command that we will learn is pwd, which stands for print working directory. During those times, you can be confused about where you located. So in order to see your location, just use the print working directory, which means now I'm on the 5th login node and some tilde here and demo moving around folder. So what does this tilde means? Tilde shows a shortcut for our home directory. Home directory is your private workspace, okay? On Unix and Linux-based systems, the home directory shows your the default location where you land right after the login. So if you press if you write cd without any other parameters, then you will end up with your home directory, which is cluster, home, and your username. In this case, my username is Bursin Bol. So if we want to change the directory, we write the directory's name with cd command, change directory to this directory. But in order to see the directories in my current folder, we use ls command, list command. So when I press enter after ls, I can see I have a folder called Autumn 25 demo moving around folder, which we have already downloaded and extracted. And this is the file, zipped file, the original file that we have downloaded by using wget, and a file, txt file, and some other folder. So based on those color codes, you can understand is it a folder or file or zipped file. So list shows the details of your folder. So in order to get into the specific folder, you can use change directory. But as I said before, if you do not mention after anything after cd command, you will end up with your home directory. This two dots, it refers to the one directory up. So let's move on ls demo moving around. By the way, by pressing shift, you can auto-complete the command or the folder name, file name. So I'm sorry, not ls. Change directory, demo, moving around. So which means I will go into that directory. Okay, now I am in demo moving around directory. If we want to go up, I need to do those two dots. And here I'm on the parent folder again. So we said that listing files is done with ls command. And let's move this folder again, ls. Okay, in this folder, let me clear my screen first. Okay, ls shows the contents of this folder, but as I shown in the cd command, we can put some characters after those comments, which is known as flags. So if I write -l, then it will show the details of these files, folders with multiple lines. There are some cryptic characters which shows the reading or writing Morten, can you help me?
Permissions, I think, is
Yes, thanks.
the word you're looking for.
Read, write, and group permissions. Thanks a lot. And some other group permissions. But if you write LH, which means human readable, I want some human readable format, because here you cannot interpret the size of this file. But here you can understand it has 137 kilobytes. So for human-friendly output, we have minus LH and yep. So okay, wildcards. Do you have anything to add, Morten? Did I miss something?
About the wildcards or about what you just
No.
showed?
We have not started wildcards
Okay, I
until
think,
now.
yeah, so this whole thing with like at the start, when you write ls.l, you get all of these weird characters with the D and the RW. It looks a bit confusing. Maybe we can just very, very briefly mention what it is and how you can read this. Because
I remember we have
I
those.
think if you scroll up, it should be briefly explained, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I am confused.
Yeah, we have, but it is not right. It is not the place.
Okay, so we come
I
back to
guess
it later.
later, I guess maybe
Okay.
tomorrow. Because I remember the permissions. Yes. Okay, now wildcards. Sorry for scrolling. The wildcards, the star symbol matches any number of characters. For example, if we type ls minus l wildcard star txt, that means list all files ending with txt. So here we have two files, poem.txt and unfinished.txt under demo moving around, and it shows all those txt files. We cannot memorize every command, so all commands have manual page. In order to understand how to use those commands, just type man after the command. Just type man space, then the command that you want to use. So here is the details of this ls command. To quit, just press Q. And for example, if you want to see change directory details, here you can use CD with all those details. So press quit.
I think, Buket, just a small comment.
Of
These
course.
manual pages sometimes look very overwhelming, and there's a lot of information. It can be quite confusing, even to experienced users. So sometimes it could be easier as a novice user to just put the thing into Google and try to ask for help about what you're doing. Or even these days, you can ask a large language model. For example, I am in this directory. I want to change to this directory. How do I do it? A language model or Google will also be able to tell you how to do it.
Thanks. So yeah, how to find back home. As I started in this session, home is where we located after login. So there are many ways to locate home. One is this tilde. By the way, we have new command, echo. Echo prints the input that it takes to the standard output. So if we would like to see what is my home folder, then echo space and press echo space tilde shows you your home folder, or same with $ and home. This also shows the home folder, your home folder. $home means this is an environment variable, and $home and tilde are the same meaning in this context. So let's move on how to create, how to copy those things on a terminal. Let's clear. Okay. To we are in demo folder. Yes, demo moving around and concatenating two comments. Okay, so we can concatenate comments with and sign. So here we put cd change directory, which ends up with our home folder. Then it changes the directory to the exercise folder, which we will work on demo moving around. So we can concatenate the comments with those signs. It means do this first, then do this second command. Okay, now let's see what we have. We have 2 folders and 3 files under this folder. In order to create a directory, we write make directory mkdir, and the new directory's name, which is new folder in our case, and press enter. Now, how can we check ls -l? Here, we have created this folder and the date, time, and the size. How can we change the contents? By copy command. Let's we have poem.txt. Now we want to copy this poem.txt. We would like to create the same content, poem2.txt. Let's see here. This was created in April 26, and 3 years ago. And now we created the copy of this file by cp command. We can also copy the file into another folder by, as you see here, under new folder, we don't have any files or folders. We can check cd new folder. Now I'm under demo moving around, and under new folder, we can check. Oops. Yes, There's nothing inside in it. So let's move one up. Now we are in demo moving around, and we would like to copy this poem into the new folder by cp my poem dot my file I would like to copy and the destination place new folder. Okay, let's see. ls. We can check the output without changing the directory. ls, what I want to see is the inside of new folder. Okay, now I can see it. Yes, it has copied.
Sorry, Bouquet, what happened there? Because
Where?
in your terminal, it looks like it says ls and then a space and n, and then you have a line with some output. It says new folder and numbers.out. Can you explain what just happened?
Here?
Oh, the previous line, sorry.
Ah,
The
yeah.
first line that you're showing right here.
Ah, the first line. Okay. I'd like to see without changing my current position, current location. I'd like to see the contents of the new folder. But when I know the folder's name, new folder, but in order to autocomplete, in order to do the autocomplete, I pressed Shift, but Tab. I'm sorry, I pressed Tab, but it turns out that we have two things under demo moving around, starting with an character. So one numbers out, then the new folder. So that's why we have LSN. It shows the things that start with N.
Okay, thank you. Just a good thing to clarify. This is also something that all of you guys who are new to the terminal will start to use very frequently, autocomplete, because typing everything out is very tedious. So
Yeah.
this will become second nature very
Tab.
soon, to just hit
Right.
tab.
Yes, write your command, space, then tab. You know it starts with that character. Then, in order to autocomplete, just press tab. So here, okay, we can copy multiple of files at once. Let's clear and let's see. Here we are in demo moving around, and we would like to copy those contents to the to here. Let's see what we have under some folder ls. We have just one txt file under some folder. So after completing poem txt, oops, and poem to txt and the destination here. Let's see what we have. Now we have three files inside this folder. Move is used to move files and folders. So we have poem to txt and poem. We don't have any poem 3 txt. So if we want to change the name of the file on Unix and Linux type of systems, we cannot right click and rename. So we need to write move this file, and here the new name of this file. So if we check, we have no more poem2.txt because we have already renamed it as poem3.txt. So this is the way that we can rename the files, but removing. How to remove files? By rm command poem3.txt. If we check, we have no poem3.txt anymore. Where is it? It's gone. We cannot retrieve it anymore. So please be careful with this command. When you delete it, it will be gone and you cannot retrieve it anymore. There's no recycle bin. So what's the take-home message? Please be careful with this rm command. You might end up with catastrophic results. Have you is it something that you have experienced it before, Morten?
Absolutely. I've actually
Oh
experienced
no.
this on the Envis machines.
Oh no. Then what
This,
happened?
we were actually able to recover it because there used to be a backup system on the Envis
Luckily,
machines. We
luckily.
don't have that anymore. So
Perfect.
now I would not be able to recover if I had made the same mistake.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
just be very, very careful when you're deleting things because it is actually permanently deleted.
Yeah. So if you want to remove a folder with its contents, just write -r after the remove command. And now I removed new folder. Let's check. Yes, I have no more new folder. I have no more printing and comparing file contents. Okay, let's check this section because we are behind the timeline. So here we have poem text and we would like to see the contents of this this file by writing cat, which is used to concatenate files actually. By writing cat, we can see the contents of this file. Also, we have more and less, oops, it is, I think it's some gestures. And we have more and less comments in order to see the contents inside a file. Here you can go forward and backward, but they work very similar way, but less gives you a more freely paging and seeing the contents. So in your daily time, many people prefers using less because it has many paging capabilities. So how can I remove this gesture? Lower my hand. Okay, I have lowered. And let's clear. To see the head and the tail, the beginning and the last sessions of the file. Head shows the beginning and the tail shows the last part of the content. of the file, and we have unfinished text and poem, as we have already seen. Let's see what we have in unfinished. Yeah, it's quite similar to poem file, but if we want to see the difference between those files, we can say that diff between this file and that file. So the difference between those files. Let's see cat unfinished. So in the cat unfinished, we have working title, but if we check cat poem text there, yeah, this starts with success is counted sweetest. So this is the difference between those files. To wrap up, we have covered the most used, most important comments, navigation with print working directory and change directory, listing with ls and its flags. We have discussed environment variables and wildcards with star. We can get help with man command and creating and removing mkadir and rm, and copying and removing with cp and move commands. That's clear. And in order to read the contents, cat more or less had tail. So we have an exercise session